Hello, this is Robert with RJH Solution 6. Today we're going to talk about schema and why it's important for your website. So the first question is, what is schema? Well, the best place to start off is schema.org. So if we go to schema.org, it will tell you everything about schema. But in short, schema is basically a markup language that Google, Microsoft, Pinterest, and Facebook and several others look at to understand your website. And you can mark up all sorts of things from event times to Q&A to your locations to your area servers, reviews, who was the author of this article, and just all sorts of things. One thing you can do with schema.org is that you click on schemas, you can select, like, let's just say organization, and it breaks down like all the different properties you can have in the organization. Now, this might seem overwhelming at first, but if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll have markup examples, and that's a good place to start off. And there's different types of languages. My favorite language is the JSON language. As you can see, here's markup in JSON and gives you examples. The good thing about the examples is you have something to work with, so you're not having to try to build one from scratch. Now, the best way to test is your script right is to go to Google Rich Snippet. And there it is, Rich Test Results. And you can go to code, paste the code in, and we can hit test code and do the captcha. And it's going to analyze for you. And there might not be enough script in here to really show anything. So let's try the older version. Which they're going to close this one down. This is actually my favorite. Let's see if it actually shows. So this actually breaks it down a little bit better. Organization, your company, contact point. If we run another one through Rich Snippet, let's see if this actually shows here. Yeah, it might just be because we don't have it filled out correctly. Okay, so you see this is eligible. And it breaks down everything for you right here. So this is the newer version. This is where Google's going. Google Structured Data Testing Tool is the older version. I personally like the older version, but there is a couple cool features on the newer version, and we'll get back to that. So here's a couple examples of what you can do with schema. So I Googled SEO in Aubrey, and if I scroll down, here's my website right here, and it has actual stars below it. That's actual schema. Another example of schema would be where to find the best apartments. Let's see if we can find an example here. So not an example under that. Let's try apartments near me. Okay, here's an example of schema. This apartment home living right here. As you can see, it's bigger than all the other ones, and if you look, they got Q&A. So what is the current price for a one-bedroom apartment? You can drop it down. It shows what does two-bedroom apartment cost in Farmersville, and it shows that. These are Q&A, and this is all schema markup. You can actually put questions and answers into your website. That's also very important for voice searches too, is questions and answers into your website. So as you can see, schema is a very big part of search engine ranking, and you can get some cool results off of it by implementing it into your website. So what's a couple resources to help you implement into your website? Well, one is if you have a WordPress site, Yoast SEO, the plugin, can help you make some basic schema. The other one is you can build it right off of schema.com, but if you're just looking for basic schema, you can start off with Yoast. If you have a WordPress, if you're looking for more complex schema, where you can actually control what you want your schema to do, add in other features and stuff, my best example would be just to go to schema.org and build it yourself, or go to a website and actually look at it. Sort of like if we go to and see. Okay, so here's my website. So let's pull it up, and then let's do a right click and view source. And what I usually do is Control F, type in JSON, and go down till you see, I'll show you here, where it says script type application JSON. And then right here, here's the schema. So this is the best way to kind of learn and see what type of schema you might want. Look at your competitor's schema. You can actually build your own schema. As you can see, some main things is that there's a comma after each one of these, and except for the one at the end. And if you put the comma in the wrong spot, it will break the schema. So real important to know how to put the schema in, and always test your schema using one of the testing tools before you make it live. So, and that is pretty much just an overview of schema and what it does. And to learn more, you can go to schema.org, and it'll tell you everything you ever want to know about schema, and probably more knowledge than you ever want to know. Till next time.